I've just changed my lifestyle that much.
Yeah.
You know, and I do feel a little bit healthier.
Well, that's good.
And like I say, I bought some scales because I didn't know how heavy I was.
You don't have to tell us.
16 stone.
You're live on YouTube. You shouldn't be saying things like that.
About 16 stone I am.
Hello, Bailey.
Or is that like 95 kilos?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tissue downstairs.
No.
Between 98 and like 16 stone or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, God, how did they let my body get into that state?
Alcohol.
It's not alcohol. It's because I sit on this computer all day and don't get out.
Yeah, it's a mixture of food as well.
And I've got into that rut. Just got into the rut of sitting in front of this computer and not doing anything physically. So I'll save 2 milk, you know, then milk bottles, plastic milk bottles. I've saved 2 of them now. I'm going to fill them up with water. I'm going to start doing a bit of exercise with them.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Don't taste.
That's the right approach.
Hey, Jamie. Evening, everybody.
And what we're going to talk about, your ghost hunt yesterday?
No, we're talking about as Portsmouth, which we've not talked about.
But Lindsay's told me to download all these videos off this messenger. Now, I don't know if any of these are repeated, but I've got 71 clips here. So it could be here a while.
They're repeated. They're repeated. You need to go down to the bottom.
The last one.
Yeah, start from bottom and we'll work his way up.
Yeah, but they were from Spofford. That one's from Spofford.
No, don't do Spofford.
Put this and they're not in any order.
Right. So don't you have to make us little?
No, I have to do if we want to put anything on, we have to go. Oh,
you have to change the screen.
Evening, Claire. How are you, Bukes? Michelle.
I can't see anybody in chat.
Well, where's your chat?
Put comments on, Simon.
Oh, I have that. I'll put comments on now.
There we go. Clips.
No.
So start. So we're not doing.
Don't do Spofford.
Oh, I don't know. They're in a different order in this one.
Come and talk to us, please.
I'll pause it a minute because we haven't told them what we're doing yet. Look at this. Not organised, are we? This goes to show how often we come on and actually do this. Hey, sneak up, you well. So this evening, it's not very professional, is it?
Problem is when you put them on, they autoplay. So
do they?
Choice, yeah.
Well, so as everybody knows, we went to Portsmouth and we had an amazing time in Portsmouth.
We went to Portsmouth.
Simon. Yeah. But we did. I enjoyed it, yes. And we met up with the lovely Bev and Tony. We had, honestly, if we could have stayed longer, I would have stayed longer, but not in that house we was in. I
have actually.
Our location when we stayed.
The house itself weren't bad.
No, the area. We wasn't nowhere near anything that we needed to be. But Tony, tell us a bit about the first place that we went where we investigated.
This is not first place.
Right,
this is tunnels.
Right, this is tunnels.
This is the last place we went.
Yeah, the last place. So this is actually like a nuclear bunker / fort. So we're in the middle of like an industrial estate, which used to be a fort. But this particular area is pretty much soundproof. So when you're in there, you can't hear nothing. Just yourselves, and that's it. I tried this experiment with you guys because the disembodied voice to be clearer. Now, whilst we were in there, we had things that sound like being thrown at John. At one point, like a metal clanking sound. We heard voices, movement. I know Simon, you picked up on a few things in there, and whistles, etc. Just some random stuff, like when we were calling out, and we were only in there for about an hour and a half, give and take. Yeah. So we didn't even get that long in there. So for the time that we were in there, we caught some amazing things, and we're hearing or seeing something going on within the location.
We did. How did you feel in there, Simon, when you first went in?
I'm not quite sure because it was just so dark.
Yeah, it was dark.
You know,
I got a bit claustrophobia when we were going through tunnel. No, the entrance bit.
the entrance bit I did.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Narrow bit you go through, isn't there? You go through
Yeah.
one bit and then you go down and it's quite narrow.
But we're going to
Well,
put...
it is when you're a big lad like me.
Well,
So
like me.
we're going to play the first clip.
Go on, go down.
And if you don't want to see what's on screen, close your eyes. Because obviously, I think these ones, it comes up on screen. So close your eyes and listen, and then we'll replay it again after for you.
Come and talk to us, please.
I heard that.
No, I don't hear anything.
Wait, yeah.
Really?
Just
Come and
happening.
talk to us, please.
I didn't hear it that time.
Really faint, but it's straight after you finish
It
talking.
sounds like a
Simon.
posh gentleman going, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Come and talk to us, please.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I
it
did
is.
hear it. Yeah.
Did
And
you
Say
repeat?
hello.
The good thing about it is that you guys are from up north. I'm from London, and that's a posh gentleman. It's like hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
And so it's an accent there. And bear in mind, we're in Dorset, in Hampshire and Dorset, so they've got more posh accents around that way. So
Yeah.
it would match up to where we were. So that's what I find interesting about it. Whereas we're all in shot as well. Everyone's in shot. The camera's at the back, like always. There's someone by the camera going hello, and he's responding to Simon.
Yeah. Really interesting. I love these. Don't forget, guys, pop it in chat what you hear, or if you've got any questions to ask Tony, Simon, or us, pop them in chat and we'll be happy
Again,
to
this
answer.
is going to a totally different place now because they're in no order. Because I hadn't had a chance to go through 71 clips and sort them all out. Because Lindsay only told me to do it about an hour and a half ago.
I hadn't. I told him at the beginning of the week, but he's had a lot on. So he says, I'll drop you in it.
So
I wish we could have spent more time in them tunnels, though.
I think this one's the first one we went to.
Admit you took part in it.
But I'll pause it. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything written on screen on this one.
Right.
So yeah, this is the first one. Isn't it? It's where they did the experiments.
Yeah.
Steering me goats. That's what I call it, steering me goats. Where you used to experiment with goats, didn't they?
Yeah. So I'm not sure what this one is, but because I'm only going on, it doesn't say. But
Maybe you don't want to admit that you took part in it.
All I could hear there was like
a click.
something had been thrown. Yeah, like a click.
Yeah, it was by the camera. It was
Admit you
moved by
took part in it.
Didn't you hear the whisper?
But if you look at it, none of us are really moving.
No,
I'm sitting down.
I'm messing about in bag.
There's a whisper.
yeah.
I can't hear that.
One more time. I won't listen then.
Maybe you don't want to admit that you took part in it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Is it just
There'll be a
before
video with that,
click?
and it'll tell us exactly what it says.
So I'll go on to the next one because that one doesn't say on it.
You need to find them that does. I did say that.
Oh yeah, because that makes
Perfect sense.
You know, I was expecting to hear goats, you know. And then-
There you go. There you go. That counts. That counts.
Right, where's this one? This is back in the
it's back in tunnels. I will try and look for tunnel ones first. So this is a female disembodied voice in the tunnels, and this is when we first went in, when we first set up, weren't it? 'Cause
We were
right
right
that
at
far
back.
gone.
right at the back.
Yeah. So here we go then. Female disembodied voice.
Can you do that, Dave?
Voices we expect that.
Oh yeah, I thought I had that.
I did, I thought it like a whisper.
Someone just went, yeah, do you know? Someone went, yeah.
I can't
Would
hear
it be possible to use
Just before that, device goes off, you hear it. Yes.
Yeah. So what was interesting is that I heard something speaking in between Bev, like a female,
Yeah.
and then as I said, there's a female voice. A woman went, yes.
Yeah.
Now that wasn't Lindsay or Bev, but
No.
I called out straight away. I could hear it. Bev and Lindsay wouldn't go, yes. It was literally like, yes, agreeing to it. And so it was almost a case of like, yes, he's heard me, and it's a response. which I found weird because again, I was next to Bev, and Lindsay was next to me, and it wasn't them. It was bizarre.
And you got them, but also what does make it interesting is the device goes off as well.
Exactly, straight after.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if you play it again, you'll hear like whispering. It's almost like talking in between. And
Back,
then, as I
please.
said that, it's like yes.
You put a different one.
I know I put a different one on, but I'm going to take this one out.
I do this all the time. Welcome to my world.
I wish you had longer in them tunnels, though.
Yeah, I do. We never got to the worst part. We never got to the worst part, sadly.
No, I know. Next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Video file. With that first one, weren't it?
Yeah.
Can you do that,
That's the
Dave?
voices we speak of.
Oh, yeah, I thought I had that.
I did, like a whisper.
So I just went, yeah, Judo. So I went, yeah.
That's
Would it
okay.
be possible to use
Device goes off.
You see, to me, it's too echoey, so I can't hear anything. Because all I can hear is like the echoes.
Close your eyes, and when listen to that point of you'll hear it, and you'll hear like
Just after I finish speaking, and before that, whoop, that sound goes on for that device
You'll hear
going
it.
off. You'll hear it. Just listen in
If
between
you
that.
close your eyes, it'll be clear.
Can you do that,
That's the
Dave?
voices we speak of.
Oh, yeah, I thought I had that.
I did, like a whisper.
So I just went, yeah, Judo. So I went, yeah.
That's
Would
okay.
it be possible to use
I don't know which one it might have been Tony. One of them actually goes, I heard yes.
Yeah.
Because you can hear us when I heard yes.
Now,
let us know in chat. Can you hear it? What can you hear as well? Because again,
I heard it.
it's weird. Do you know what's weird about it? What's that? Sorry.
Claire heard it.
Yeah. So it's weird because when you listen to it on different devices, I've noticed that it sounds more like we watch it through our TV, then we watch it through the computer, then we watch it through like our mobiles, and that's when I know that it's clearer. Whereas some devices don't play it. It depends on the devices as well, which makes it really weird.
Yeah.
It comes through clearer. So I don't know what that's all about. Whether it's the acoustics in devices or some devices don't have that hearing sensibility, or whereas when we watch it through the TV, we're like.
Yeah. So, but I think it does though, doesn't it? Again, like you said, depending on where you're listening to it.
Yeah.
To me, that's echoey.
So again, remember everybody in chat, if you close your eyes, Sarah's put, I can hear it clear. I'm walking around with headphones on, and it's even watching this, just listening. Oh,
Yeah.
she's not even watching it, she's just listening with her headphones on. Brilliant, Sarah.
So this capture here, just before we play it, now I'm showing you this one because we took another group here a couple of days before we took you, and there was 2 females and Bev and myself. Now listen to a voice. There's a male voice there because this is quite important because we caught this male voice with you guys as well. It's a similar voice.
Same area, isn't it, where we were?
Same area, same experiment, just different people. So
Right.
I've put this there purposely. There's a voice that says "take her, take her." So if you listen again, you can hear it's right by the camera. I'm the only male there, 3 females, and you'll hear a voice going "take her." And it's a posh voice.
Is it just before that bang?
Yeah, literally, right near the end, you'll hear "take her."
Can we just play it again, Simon?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll hear me say,
I thought I heard something just before the bang.
There's like a rumble, and then there's like a rumbly sound, then there's taker, and then there's a bang.
yeah. But it's weird though as well. What's interesting is when sometimes we capture these disembodied voices, you hear either walking or banging noises. It's almost like we're in a sort of residual play. Like that makes no sense to what's going on with what we're doing. So is there another spirit that that's there, like take her, or it doesn't make any sense to what we were asking, which is what I said to you guys. It doesn't necessarily mean the get outs are to us. There could be other spirits that are coming through trying to get our attention. It's a bit like the film Ghost, Patrick Swayze, when he goes on the train, and that bloke's get off my train. I think it's the same principle here. This is their territory, and they're like, get out, go, leave, or that's how I see it.
Yeah, well, like we talked about this before, didn't we? All of us. And Tony said, if somebody walked into your house, first thing you say is, get out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, might not be quite as nice as that, but you would.
Julie has put her take her very clearly. Jamie's put take her. Claire's put, I can hear words, but even though you've told us what they say, I can't make out what I'm actually hearing.
With the guy standing up behind him, it gets darker.
That's Tony that stood there. And you think it gets darker behind Tony? I can't see it from my position, but I don't know where I'm. If I'm trying to sit more frontal, I'm looking at side, so I can't see that sweet. But not saying it's not. But I can hear that now. That turkey, I can clear it very clear. Now you've got to bang same clip because it says it on our clip.
Here we go. Video file. Oh yeah, this is going to work out right well. Why can't I make that full screen? Change your view.
I don't know.
Show you. Change my
Might
view.
be on next one to it.
Extra large icons. There we go.
But it might be on the next one to that one.
Well, there's another.
Well, you should have sorted all this out. You're wasting me.
No.
I'm bad enough. Trust me. When I go live, I'm like, I play the same clips 3 times. I'm like, oh, we played that one already.
Are you looking for somebody?
No, this is that. This is a different one.
I can't because they're just
I
all
know.
numbered.
We'll get to it.
Haven't we just played this one?
No.
This is a voice saying don't know. I think you asked the question, do you know you're dead or something? I don't know or something. That's what I can't remember this one actually. There's a voice there going don't know.
Right, here we go.
Are you looking for somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So at the very end, it's like don't know. I mean, it might say to
Are you looking?
So if anyone else on chat here is different, let us know in chat because
Yeah.
I'm not always right, and so I only play what I think's being said. I mean, at the end of the day, there's things there that are talking over us, and we're not always hearing it in real time, but the cameras are picking up in the audio, and we're just asking questions. So yeah, let us know in chat if you hear anything different.
Are you looking for somebody?
Did you hear it, Simon?
I thought I heard somebody say yes.
There you go. But you heard the main thing I always say is that you've heard something. There's a response there. To me, it was like don't know. It made no sense.
To me, I could. If you said it said don't know, so that it would definitely like 2 syllables. So it would like you know what I mean. There were 2 parts to it. So yes, I couldn't hear yes because there were 2 parts to it.
Play it again.
Are you looking for somebody?
See, I didn't hear yes that time either.
Simon.
I'm going to have to start wearing headphones or something.
You're going to have to put headphones on.
You're gonna have to have that.
He needs that parabolics thing. That's what he needs.
He does.
That thing that I'll talk to you about that after. It's a device
Don't
where you
start him off with parabolic because when he's had a drink, it'll be all parabolics.
Yeah. Then you'd be in trouble, Simon.
Right. What's the next one?
Yeah, Claire's having trouble hearing that one. Is anybody else?
All my drinks gone in the bin today. Well, yesterday. I threw to all that. What's Johnny approach?
That one. Have you just played that one?
No.
Well, you should have organised.
Are you looking for somebody?
Yeah.
See, you're getting involved saying play that one.
I'm not going to look at it. I'll let you sort it.
That do them using them tunnels?
Yeah.
Could you hear like people walking around?
Yeah.
Or you thought you could hear things? And you
It was that quiet, you could hear a pin drop.
The thing is, I didn't. I had a lot more. I didn't want to influence you because it's your first time. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to let you guys take the lead and see what Anything I hear clearly, I'll call it out.
No, I don't know this one. I don't think there's any writing on it, but
Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke then, John, there was something.
Bumpy.
No, there was a voice. Didn't just go on the cameras.
Yeah.
I could hear like bumpy. Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke then, John, there was something.
Bumpy.
No, there was a voice. Didn't just go on the cameras.
I could hear like bumpy.
There was actually a thumbing sound as well, but then I did say to you about obviously with the sometimes you get voices and moving sounds.
Yeah.
So
You see, on that clip there, that's when I heard like as if I could hear somebody walking around.
Yeah, but then to be fair, the way I look at it, if they're talking to us, there's no reason why we can't hear them walking. So
I mean, you can hear footsteps as clear as crystal, can't you?
Yeah.
Surely,
Yeah.
that's me standing up, and I that's why I stood up, because like I could hear somebody walking around. I wanted to have a look,
Yeah.
a proper look around, but it was that black, and you couldn't see out, could you?
No.
Have we watched the Get Out? Is that the one you wanted to watch?
I don't know.
God, lots of pretty female then.
Thank you.
I don't know if we've watched that one.
No, we haven't watched that one.
No, we haven't. No.
Right.
I didn't know if this was the one you were looking for, that were Get Out, whatever.
God, lots of pretty female then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So just before the actual the cut, there's actually like a loud car that you can hear, and I thought that's what distorted the sound, but there's a voice there going "Get out."
Yeah.
It's authoritative, but we're on a military base.
Yeah.
So it's to me that's quite I think there's someone there that is military, definitely, because the times we've gone there, the authoritative side of things. So yeah, let us know in chat what you guys hear.
It's just amazing.
Claire heard, I heard that one, Get Out. Jamie heard that one. That sounded like, actually, Jamie's just put that sounded like a World War II siren.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, to be fair, it could mean we shouldn't really be hearing cars outside there, really.
No, not for how far under you are.
No.
I didn't. What is it? Oh.
God, lots of pretty female then.
Thank you.
You see, that sounds like a siren.
Do you know, listening to it.
Hello, ghost lady.
Hello.
Hey, Nanny Lynn.
Play it again, because I was going to say that before said it.
Because I didn't hear that in real time either, that, Tony, because we would have picked up. If we'd have heard that, surely we'd have said something's just gone past.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know?
God, lots of pretty female then.
Thank you.
And then that.
Hear it? That's like siren. So only because Jamie's just put in chat, that sounds like.
I can't remember a motorbike or a car, really loud one like with exhaust.
Yeah, but we'll see.
I can't remember if it were at that point.
This is where we're at the back, the far end, John.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember which point.
It was at the top end when we heard
Right.
that. Near them bunker doors.
Later, Johnny.
Catch you later, my lovely.
Up here, it was down the bottom.
Yeah.
But to me, it sounds like a siren. And then what you call it goes off. The meter goes off right at the end of it.
But we did hear a voice in that as well, though. So again, you've got two things happening at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that we again, this is why I was saying we're all in shot. There's a male voice there saying "Get out." Where's that coming from? And that's the main thing. The sirens we can't prove, but the voice is there, and it's like "Get out." And that's and that's why we say it's so important that when we do these investigations, if we're calling out for disembodied voices, if you're not in shot, then you're going to be thinking, could it be someone else? You know, it's a possibility. Paranoid said probably telling Get Out because they don't want you to get by a bomb. Possibility.
That's like a tank to me.
I'm looking for some now that were down at same end where we were. What's this one?
Absolutely silent.
Oh, that's one I just played into. Absolutely silent.
This is a Tony live stream. This is. I love it.
I'm moving it now. I've started once I've played it. I'm moving it into another folder.
Yeah.
I know which ones I played, but I haven't done that up to now. So
tunnels.
Yeah, but that's other end, isn't it? That's when we went up other end. I didn't know if you wanted this end first. So,
have you played this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was quite a few at that bottom end, weren't there?
Yeah, we had quite a few. I mean, to be fair, all locations we had some sort of.
There was something out in mud.
Get Out now, boys.
Yeah.
Watch that one.
We've watched that one, love.
I'm going to remove that one.
Bailey, will you stop licking my leg, please? But these locations, like I said, the history to them as well, Tony. To the locations themselves. And to be fair, bar the structure to all of them, bar one, the structures are still quite solid.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, they are.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Well, that gymnasium wasn't it? I think the goat house, it was just too much money.
Get Out now, boys.
Because you've downloaded them more than once, haven't you?
No, I haven't downloaded them more than once. Somebody's put each clip in bloody in Messenger 20 times.
Yeah. I haven't.
Oh dear.
But I've got a folder on mine with all these clips.
Have you? Can you present can you present?
I don't think you can present.
Yeah, go on, you present them then, because I've got 71 clips.
George could present them.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Right, entire screen.
And they're not in order. I mean, I've got one at Tunnels.
I don't know if Simon can share.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if I go to the new folder.
Oh, look, God, we've got Simon sharing.
I can't add that to the screen, though. You're going to have to add it to the screen, Simon.
I
don't think he can.
I did put them in a folder somewhere, and I thought to put them in that new folder.
Simon can't add that to the screen.
Oh.
We have to add that to the screen. Put other side at Tunnels on for now.
No.
Take it
Look where that folder is.
Oh, look, here we go. This is Simon's computer now.
I hope you haven't got any stuff on here that you don't want us to see. I hope you haven't got Messenger open for a start.
Oh, I've got some porn and everything.
Yeah.
But I downloaded them and I put them in a folder.
Oh, that says top secret military base there.
Yeah, this is.
That's part one, though. That's his full video.
Oh, that's not it. Never doing this again. You're so unorganized.
I thought to put it in this folder. I thought I had a folder.
Have you not got the captures that I sent you, Lindsay?
Yeah, I've got them on my phone.
Oh.
Can you bang back, please?
That's what I sent to John to download.
What's that?
Unless I send them to you separately.
Yes, and then we
These are all the clips that I downloaded.
Well, you'll have to talk about something while I'm sending them you.
And then you're in this very world. There's a voice there.
Facebook Messenger. Here we go.
So,
well, while Lindsay's doing that, how about people in chat? Because I know a lot of people that have been watching ETA's live recently. You've been hearing a lot of stuff. how many of you actually heard a disembodied voice yourself? Like you've actually heard it in real time, caught something on camera? Because it's amazing how many people say they hear stuff and literally like they can't explain where it's come from. Parallel says this is fun to watch. Don't worry, I have 10 videos need uploading. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I must admit it's not easy, especially with having ADHD. I always literally do lives. It's like I'm like this, to be
I'm
fair.
shocking.
And you just got to literally just go with the flow, and yeah, it's painful, but at the same point, it's funny. It's real. It's natural, isn't it? If it went smooth, then it'd be boring.
What's to be 71?
There's not going to be 71. Don't talk to me. I'm concentrating.
She's constipated.
I'm concentrating, so I don't send you them twice.
What, you mean like you did last time?
Yeah.
I think I better go make myself a drink.
Yeah, you ain't got out to have a drink. Good.
No, I was going to make myself
Go and make yourself a cup of tea. At least you're not taking yourself to the toilet. They're coming.
Don't fall asleep on us this time.
Oh.
Yeah, you left us last time. You disappeared.
Yeah, you did.
You've done the legendary. You've done the legendary and disappeared.
I don't know why I didn't do this.
John.
I do that all the time when I'm drunk. What it was, I went out about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I think I got home about before 8, and then I thought I'd go live. And then I saw me bathing down there, so I thought, well, I'll just have one.
Sent him.
And that's the worst thing once I've been out for.
So again, none of these are in order.
They are in order. I've sent them. You're all in order. That's first
I was
one.
thinking it neat as well, because I didn't have any codes.
We've watched that one, haven't we? Get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I hate myself.
It's
God,
shutting all screens down.
This is not good.
Have you sorted it? No.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Can't blame me.
Right. So
I might as well play full videos.
Yeah.
And then stop it.
see, this is now gone. That second one you sent me. First one you sent me, we got out.
Well, you just have to play them in that order.
Right. So we are going to be all over the place here.
The ghost lady said, "Did you check out what I sent you, Lindsay and Tony?" I've not seen. I've been off social media all day today.
I have, Danny Lynn, but you sent me full video. You didn't send me clip.
See, me, I hardly use that Facebook.
So this one.
But I'm going to go back and have a look at the timestamp when we've done.
So this one again, I've done this on purpose because we visited this before we went with you guys, and
yes,
you know the layout. And so yeah, hi Anthony, hope you well, mate. So yeah, so basically, I was showing a clip of beforehand and us going a couple of days later with you, etc. And you know the sort of stuff we were capturing. So it shows 2 different groups, same outcome.
Yes, and this is at the
hospital.
Yes.
Or to get
The
you.
gym.
You ready?
Well, it's the hospital. We're ready. Where's your sound, love?
Oh no, it's definitely one of those nights, isn't it?
Do you know what's up with today?
Don't even go there with today.
I know. That's what I mean. It's like being a day for everything to like just not work.
Is that? Don't know. To the right, is there a sound icon there? To the right.
There we go.
Can you touch your name, please, so we can call you by your name?
Yeah.
We know who we are. Can you tell us your name, please, so we can call you by your name? We know who we are. Can you tell us your name, please, so we can call you by your name? We know who we are. Can you tell us your name, please, so we can...
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like a
Yeah, that very clear.
no.
I could hear something, but I couldn't make out whether it was female or male.
That was a female going. No.
Very
That's
clear.
That's what can you guys hear in chat? Let us know.
Play it again.
I've come off it now.
Have you come off it?
Can you tell us your name, please, so we can call you by your name? We know who we are. Can you tell us your name, please, so we can call you by your name? We know who we are.
Do you know, Tony, your ears are just phenomenal. I think it's because you worked this way for you're used to using your senses.
Yeah, I don't. I think with me as well, because when I'm on location, I switch off from the world. Literally, I do a lot of sort of outdoor time before I do on location. So I turn off TVs, noise, everything like that for the day, and just you know. And when I get onto location, I switch off from everything.
Yes.
Literally. And I'm in that zone. And but yeah, so even when I listen to you guys like on your lives, I learn how to switch off from, and try and tune into it and see what I can hear, which is why, I mean, there's a lot of teams that I watch that say they never capture evidence. They do. I'm not gonna be their their analyzer and stuff.
Yeah.
And here you go. To me, an investigator, you got to be as passionate about analysing as you have, as in, like,
yeah, that's part of it, isn't it? That's the main part, going back and listening.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's why I love doing. That's why I love doing what I'm doing. I only watch the teams that I love, and when I do, I mean, there's been teams that said to me, "Can you analyse my footage?" I'm like, "Well, no, I haven't got time for that." So I'd love to.
No,
you don't say to him, "Yeah, for a fixed fee."
Yeah, exactly.
Same as he, Claire. I can't hear some things.
£10 an hour, whatever.
But yeah, that's an amazing one.
So I presume this is the same night, but a different clip.
Yeah, it's basically we went there before when we went with you guys. Obviously, this is the last 2 times I went there. It was with them, and then with you guys just after. And and that's the evidence we were capturing. It's the same sort of principle we have with you. It's no's and get outs and yes, this, that, the other, but nothing. And the camera's in the same sort of spot. Just like I did with you guys.
Yes, except nobody on there saw a net ghost.
No.
It did freak me out when I saw it.
It did freak you out, that Simon.
Let's listen to this one then.
If you can bang and let us know that you really don't want us here, we'll leave. We'll happily leave. If you can bang and let us know that you really don't want us here, we'll leave. We'll happily leave.
Wow. Now there's something right by the camera.
If you can bang and let us know.
Now you guys know where I put the camera last time, and I said to you that things messing around with the camera. You can clearly hear something's touching the camera.
Yes, very, very clear. I mean, that's literally on. It's like on a window.
Yeah.
There's nothing near it. So there's nothing around that to make that noise.
No, I mean, we didn't hear it in real time, but obviously the camera, you can hear something fiddling with it, and that's what I said to you. When we were with you, I could hear something fiddling in the background with the mirrors. You could hear like, and Simon pointed out all the time, I can hear movement, and so it's the same sort of, of what you guys are experiencing with different people.
It was so interesting that, because we did, didn't we?
Because there was so much glass on the floor, I could hear it being like moved.
Yeah.
But you couldn't see it. You couldn't see
nobody were moving.
Oh, we were all sat up that thing, weren't we?
I think I were outside at this time because I can't see me. Because I went outside for a see.
I could hear like as if somebody was in the room with us and they were walking over that glass.
Yeah. Wow.
But then I thought, is it me? Does my mind playing tricks on me?
Nope.
No.
Are we ready for this one?
Here from the hospital and like to talk to us. We're here to give you a voice.
Yeah. Someone come from Amazon. Yeah.
Here from the hospital and like to talk to us. We're here to give you a voice.
Yeah. Someone come from Amazon.
It sounds to me like a giggle.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't hear anything, but what I find interesting is when you said about the voice, the light goes off again. So play it again.
Flashy ball goes off.
Here from the hospital would like to talk to us. We're here to give you a voice.
Yeah. Someone come behind us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone.
Here from the hospital would like to talk to us. We're here to give you a voice.
It stops. You could just hear a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, that's all it is. It's like, ooh.
We're here to give you a voice.
That one.
Here from the hospital.
That female we've heard twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say to you. It's not the first time. So
No, because she did it when we were all talking in a. I mean, that clip will be on one of others, won't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Because that one we're back on tunnel.
Yeah, we've seen that one.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Yes.
I just love them tunnels.
Have you seen this one, Tony? Yeah.
I don't think we've heard that one. No.
No.
We're back at the hospital here.
Back and forward, back and forward.
So I like that one because they want so much walking.
No.
That's been in the gym. Did you work here? Get out, Mel. That's been in the gym. Did you work here? Get out, Mel. That's been in the gym. Did you work here?
Yeah.
Get out, Mel.
Yeah.
So you can
Very clear that one.
You can hear a male literally just responding straight off, like straight after. But I'm the
I
only
can
male.
hear something, but I can't make out what it's saying.
No, I mean the main thing is that you're hearing it. I mean, let us know in chat what you guys hear, because that's what I heard when I listened to it on the 3 different devices. You might be hearing.
Get out of here.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 3 females with it. I'm the only male. I'm asking the question, so that's why I've shown this experiment, because obviously with us it was two females and 3 males. You know, we've gone back with 2 different groups, different outcome, but same sort of like
in responses. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like I say, while I was in there, I just thought like I could hear somebody walking around.
Yeah.
Because I kept saying about the glass on the floor. Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
You did.
Yeah, because did you go check the mirror at one point, Tony, to make sure?
I kept on hearing tapping on the mirror, and I was trying to recreate it, but then again, it's because of the situation with the camera that I had, where someone was tapping my camera. Yeah. I know that there's something that can do that there. We've actually heard footsteps moving across the ground there with other people. And we had a couple of skeptics and non-believers when they were like, "What was that?" I said, "That's something moving across the ground." So when Simon said that, I was like, I didn't want to influence. I thought, I'm not gonna go, yeah, that's you know, you're correct, because I thought if I do that, then I thought I'm gonna go, okay, right, okay.
We wouldn't. So this clip, where am I playing it from? Do I just press play there?
Like one of the other objects on the floor. There's a ball, there's a green wire.
What was that? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the camera pick on that, because that was quite.
Like one of the other objects on the floor. There's a ball, there's a green wire.
What was that? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the camera pick on that, because that was quite.
Like one of the other objects.
Just as I say a word, it's underlining me, isn't it?
Yeah.
As I said, I forgot what word I said now. I don't know if it's ball. I don't know if it's
on the floor. There's a ball, there's a green wire.
What was that?
When I said ball.
Yeah.
There's a ball, there's a green wire.
Did you hear it?
It sounded like an elderly gentleman to me as well. It wasn't a youngster.
There's a ball, there's a green wire.
Yeah, here. That's clear. I can't believe how clear that is. Can you hear that one, Simon?
Yeah, I heard that one.
I can't believe how clear that is when I'm speaking.
I know. I can't believe it.
No, I can't.
I don't believe you can hear anything when you're
No,
speaking.
I know. But I can't believe how clear that's come through.
You leave that door open.
Well, like I say, I was sitting there, and then I just was like just trying to listen to everything. But to me, it's all I could hear was like footsteps.
Thing is though, for yourself though, what you got to realise is that you've gone into a different sort of domain with the paranormal. Like for instance, like you're waiting for the devices to go off, whereas this time you're just listening out. So it's a different way of focusing your. Whereas if you just went in there and said, you know what, no devices, you'd probably pay more interest, but because you're waiting for something to go off, you focus on that. Whereas I'm switched off completely. If a device goes off, I won't react to it. I'm like,
yeah.
Because I'm not really into devices that much anymore.
But it's good to have both though. It's good to have both because there's been a few times there where we've caught voices and the devices have gone off. So that's quite interesting, I think.
Yeah,
the devices we use aren't not noisy all the time. It's not like using a spirit box constantly or using one of them apps like Necrophonic or Echo Box or something like that.
Well, like you say, you can put them around, and even if you're not asking them to interact with them, and you're just talking aloud, and they decide to go near them, they're doing it on their own. But we're going to be
place there was in the middle of nowhere. And
that's brilliant.
The devices shouldn't go off there at all.
No, in the bunker that was interesting as well, because obviously, but that was quite an interesting experiment because I thought, well, you could put anything down there, it shouldn't go off because there won't be no interference. I even checked my phone before I got in there and stuff, and I thought, well, we've got no signal, so whatever you use, you ain't going to get no interference.
No. Which makes it even. I don't know, Lindsay laughing. It makes it even more. Is it viable? Me and my words. When we've gone somewhere, there's no signal, there's no nothing. We're pre-recording, so you ain't got as much energy coming off you.
No, I mean, I don't know if you guys notice, like I even what I do on purpose, I do it. Not many teams do it, but I do it because of the disembodied voices. Because you could edit this cleverly if you wanted to, but I even leave the timestamps and dates. I leave it raw, so that people can see it for its real form. Because it's otherwise if you just leave it with no timestamp, I could just put, edit that there and go,
exactly. Whereas though they can go back and look at it fully and see where your timestamps are. Yeah, so it's just a way of people seeing it in short clips, and I leave it raw so that people can see it in its own real time. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Right, so again, we're in the same place again on this one, in hospital or gym, whichever you want to call it.
If there is anyone here that was buried here, could you let us know my voice?
Are the walls around here haunted?
If there is anyone here that was buried here, could you let us know my voice?
Around here haunted.
If there is anyone here that was buried here, could you let us know my voice?
Are the walls around here?
So there's two things there. There's a male whispering and there's a whistle. Now we ain't whistling. So where did that come from?
Well, I did say I heard a whistling there, didn't
you? Did, yeah, you did. So you called it out. You called it out a couple. We had it a couple of times. We're in the hospital, and that time I did say I heard something there. And
to me, it sounds like Lindsay says two syllables, like a don't know or oh no, or you know what I mean, something like that. You can make out two. I'll play it one more time so everyone can listen to it.
If there is anyone here that was buried here, could you let us know my voice?
Are the walls around here haunted?
If there is anyone here that was buried here, could you let us know my voice?
Are the walls around here haunted?
If there is anyone.
So you let us know if you heard it in chat, and the whistles or anything like that. But I mean, this is what I said to you, Simon. You said that I feel crazy saying it out, but I said it out.
Yeah.
At the times that I heard something, and now that's backed up what I've heard. So never be afraid to say what you hear.
No, I mean I could hear. For me, what I heard then was like, something like that. It was like a whistle and a whistle. For what I could hear coming through this end. Do you know what I mean? But that were right interesting. That I forgot about Simon saying he kept hearing whistles.
Yeah, he did. Psychic Simon. That's what I'm calling him
I
now.
know, Psychic Simon.
I'm not psychic now, am I?
Everybody's got it in them. Everybody's got it in them.
Yeah, but Simon keeps saying he's not psychic, but the questions you ask Simon are so out of box. It's like where have you just pulled that question from?
And you get responses as well.
He do, and you get responses. You're sensitive to things around you. You'll feel something. There were plenty of times on this investigation where you've said you felt something, and something's either happened, or with a voice is being caught around you, or you've had a feeling, but then that feeling's passed to the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? It's I think you are more in tune than what you like to give yourself credit for. So
I just sit there and I try to put myself, like, because it was a smallpox hospital, I just sat there and tried to put myself as a person with smallpox and try to feel the energy. And then if something comes to my brain, then I'll just say it, what I just kind of like, what's just popped into my head.
Now you can see though why I said to you though that I switch off from reality and put myself in the zone of where I am, because if you're in a fort, then you're going to have a military head on you. If you're in a hospital, then you're going to have a bit more of a softer approach. If you're in a prison, again, you're going to.
I did nick that from you, Tony. I remember ages ago you said to me, like, check yourself out and put yourself into that position.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me a few years ago. And that's what I try to do now. Take myself out of my present time. And put myself into the time that we're at.
Well, it's working, yeah. It's working.
We do get some interesting things.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the thing is as well, what we've got to realise is that the location we did, if we had more hours there, we would have caught more, definitely. Like we were limited for time because obviously the dogs and stuff. But I've not done a full investigation with you guys yet, where we're like there for 6 or 7 hours.
No.
You know, it's you know, if we were, it'd be more structured. We'd have more time.
I'll be dead.
You have to walk for 6 or 7 hours, Simon.
That first walk we did, I'll tell you what. Oh, God.
You survived.
I honestly didn't think you were going to make it that night.
I didn't think I was going to make it myself.
You survived.
That was your wake-up call, though, wasn't it? To be fair, like you've come back and you've literally changed things round. So I think Portsmouth might have been the wrong area, but the right choice.
Yeah.
Because you've come back a different person. So.
Well, I thought I'd better get fitter, so that I've changed my diet. I go out walking when I can.
So positive, Simon. Everything positive.
I've never ate so many greens in my life. I've got tomatoes, cucumber, and I'm eating half a cucumber, just a cucumber.
Just a cucumber, no else.
Yeah, no else, just a cucumber. I'm eating it because I've been reading stuff online. And
you need some protein in with it, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I eat potatoes.
That's not protein. That's carbs.
Chicken.
Get yourself some chicken with some veg or some salads. That's what I do. Mix it up.
I've got loads of chicken.
We're not on about breaded chicken steaks, whatever you get from Clyde.
No, proper chicken.
It's chicken breasts.
I've got boneless chicken thighs. And I've got 20 bags with 5 in a bag.
There you go.
And I've got
chicken.
Oh,
never.
Clive
Right.
bought a big box for £10.
Come on then, let's go on to the next one.
Right, Tony, I think this one again
Yeah.
is when you're with other team.
No, this is us.
Is it?
Yes, you lot.
Oh, is it?
I hope it is.
We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us.
As soon as I finish speaking, it's a
Yeah.
get out.
Simon was just about to speak as well. There's a voice. It sounds like get
Yeah.
out. Again, we're all in shot. I don't know. Yeah, we are in shot. Yeah, because John's
Yeah.
there. So, yeah, we are. Yeah. So there's no reason to be hearing it. Again, it's right by the camera, which again beforehand my camera was getting fiddle around that area. So yeah, let us know. Did you hear it, Simon? Let us know in chat if you heard it. What did you hear?
Claire would get out.
Jamie
Jamie would get out. And again, you can actually see the shelf where your camera's on, and you can see board behind it, so nothing can interfere
from outside.
from outside with your camera.
Play it again, see if I can hear it.
And go.
We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll
That's quite loud, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's very clear and
The
loud.
only thing I was looking at, so I want to watch it, is because when you hear voice, you're moving your feet. And I didn't know if you'd knocked something on the floor. Just watch it again, but watch Lindsay's feet. I'm not saying it is, but it's just something I noticed.
be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah.
We'll be leaving shortly.
That's why I want to watch it again, but I think she's just finished moving her feet and she like crosses her legs.
And then it says
and
get out.
then it
Yeah.
says
I mean,
get out
that's
after
quite
that.
interesting though, because if you think about it logically, you were moving, there's no sound, the camera's picked up no sound, but when you stop moving, the sound happens. So therefore,
Yeah.
if anything, it gives it more credibility. There's a voice there rather than it being
Yeah, it does.
moving.
But you don't hear, Mike. You're not hearing the
I
rustle,
just
are
thought,
you,
because obviously you
Mark?
can see stuff around near Lindsay's feet, and I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was something she'd, you
Touched.
I'd took on a bit of glass and it had cracked. Yeah, it was after Lindsay finished moving. That's why I just wanted to watch it again. I only noticed it on that when we were just watching it that last time. That's why I let it go through a few times.
Good point,
Yeah.
Batman. But it weren't my feet.
If your feet can say get out, Lindsay, then you're paranormal.
I know. My feet.
Play it again.
My feet. They don't.
They do. They go.
They don't.
John, play the clip again.
All right, mate. Let me put it back to the beginning then.
We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us. We'll be leaving shortly if we can't get you to communicate with us.
Get out.
The thing is, it's not coming from where we are. It's coming
Behind
from
us.
camera.
And do you know another reason why I've started doing this as well is because what I've noticed is that when you do these paranormal investigations, these energies don't like to get close to you. If they don't know you, then I always make sure I put the cameras away from me. If you're at one end of the room, they're more likely to be at the other because they're not going to get close to you. They're almost like, who are you? Why are you here? They're standoffish. That's why I always try and leave a camera further away as possible, because you guys have been doing it recently on your lives, etc., and you've been getting responses.
Well, we noticed it, and I mean, me and Claire were talking about it, and we said we didn't know whether it was because when we're behind camera, I don't shut up. Me and Claire are continuously talking.
Yeah.
So if anything was coming in, our voices would literally would drown it out, I think, because we're that close to the microphone. But as you've just said, they wouldn't come that close to our energy.
No.
So, but since we've changed it and learnt from how you do it, Tony, and we've turned it round and put camera away from us, the things we're picking up now that we've missed. It's like a light bulb moment come on for us. And it's thanks to coming down, meeting you and watching how you work and everything else and copying you basically.
Looking all your ideas.
But it's just amazing. I mean, we've never picked up, we've always said,
like
very
Claire
rare we
well,
pick EVPs
if you're
up.
behind camera and one of you goes right like that, you don't see it. But if you're in front of camera, when you watch it back, you know what I mean, you'll see somebody like, you know.
I've heard stuff.
Not only that, Lindsay.
Go on, sorry, Simon.
Claire's right. Not only that, as I said to Lindsay, if you were behind the camera, you might not capture everything from your own voices.
Yeah, because you're quite loud because you're bang next to Mike,
Yeah.
so it'll pick you up. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say that, you know, I've watched a few of your videos recently and stuff like. I know, and there is stuff there, but because I can't see what's behind it, I can't say.
That's what we've had to sort of like scrap it all, because anything that we can hear now, we can't say if it weren't one of us moving his arms or moving his coat.
But to be fair,
whatever.
we went behind camera because we thought then the area where the stuff is, if you see any shadows, you're more likely, you know what I mean? Because we're not in, but it helps in that way, but then with EVPs and disembodied voices, it doesn't help with that, does it? So
it's one of those that I think the way you got to look at it is that Adam, who comes with us, he loves his devices, and we say to him, just plant it down like in front of us. If it goes off, he's got a music box, etc. And I mean, if you caught an apparition walking past us now, we're all sat down. They're not. People can't say it's you lot moving around because we're sat still. So it's like it's one of those. But with disembodied voices, it depends what you're doing it for. Because everyone wants to capture an apparition. It's the gold mine, isn't it? To be fair, but it doesn't happen that often. It doesn't.
Again, like you say, if everyone's behind camera, you don't know what everyone's doing behind camera. It could be they could be shining something like a torch, or you know what I mean, something to make that shadow.
You don't know, do you? Nanny Lynn's just put, it says something else before it said get out.
Well, I think I've gone on to the next one now.
So that one would be interesting to listen back to as well.
What's this next one? It might be the same one, I don't know.
Don't want language for the year with this. Do you want to try it? Don't want language for the year with this. Do you want to frighten it? Don't want language for the year with this. Do you want to frighten it?
It's exactly when it comes up on screen. That's when it actually says it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried to highlight it with the nearest time I can, because obviously for people, because not everyone can hear it, but I've been here many times. A lot of locations I go to, sometimes my name gets called out if something is going to turn nasty, or there's something there that's not it's almost like a warning, and you'll hear my name come out literally like on camera going, Tony.
But I mean, that's other thing, like Claire said, but would we have caught the monks if we'd been in front of the camera?
I hadn't shown Tony that clip yet. I've got to re-find it on my phone and I'll send it Tony and Bev to watch that, where monks come past.
All right, that's cool.
We can't. There were only me, John and Claire. We'd gone lights out because John were doing Vortex. And he's actually knowing we blow smoke into Vortex. I'm sat in chair. Claire's sat on floor outside of me on grass, getting bit. And John's doing Vortex. All of a sudden, you see this mist start forming. You see a light come out of the Vortex. Next minute, you see what looks like 6 monks walk past. And you see them, and on one of the clips, you see them really clearly. They've got their hands like that, and they've got their heads down, and they're walking.
Yeah.
And you see shadows on the. We didn't see it in real time, and you just see the shadows walking on. You see them actually on the wall in front of us, and it's like, really, that were right. Capture that, but I can't remember. I've got it on my phone somewhere, or it's on computer because John's took all my stuff off phone. So I'll have to have a look at that and try and send it.
let's go back. John took all stuff off your phone.
Well, yeah, because I asked you to.
No, I downloaded the stuff off your phone, then you removed it all off your phone.
Claire's just put she saw the mist rising with her own eyes, but she didn't see its shadow. So that were a really interesting capture, that one. Hey, Ikibus, how are you, my love? Like, is this next clip that I've got here?
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, you smoke out on
Hang on,
landing
is it?
while we're live.
You want to just communicate, you can use that as a yes and a no.
Well, that yeah.
You want to just communicate, you can use that as a yes and a no.
Sounds like an elderly gentleman going, yes.
You want to just communicate.
Do you hear that, Simon?
No, I'm just trying to make out. Play it again, Linz.
How can you not hear that?
I don't know.
Let us know in chat, can you hear that? If you can't hear it, I'd be worried.
I know, I'd be worried. It is loud, that Ikibus, isn't it?
Okay, you can use that as a yes and a no. You want to just communicate, you can use that as a yes and a no.
Simon, if you can't hear that, you're deaf.
Yeah, I can, but I was listening to something else. Because,
Yeah, it's Lindsay passing me the crutch that you can hear clicking, that clicking sound.
yeah,
before it.
John, can you hear that one?
Yeah, he heard it on
I could
landing.
hear it at landing. It was like, yes.
That's what I was going to say. When I actually was out in the kitchen when I was reviewing, I was like, bloody hell. Like,
That's so clear.
Well, Lindsay. Right.
oh, can you hear that? I mean, stuff again.
That's when you hear it. Wow.
And that's what I was listening to, so that's why I couldn't hear the yes, because my mind was concentrating.
On me passing stick to John. I
Well,
don't
it
think
sounds
you
like
passed the
something
stick.
very
You just
good.
moved it, didn't you?
No, you passed it, mate. Do you want me to go back on it and prove
No.
it?
Yeah.
Go back on it now. There, look.
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay's
Yeah.
passing the stick, and then I'll lean on it and hear that click. Well, I've not got sound on this one. Yes.
I mean, you can clearly hear there's like a yes. I mean, your stick's not going to make that sound. It's yes.
It's like a gruff yes as well, isn't it? It's
But it's right by the camera again, where the same. This is what I'm saying to you. I'm showing you two examples of two different groups.
yeah.
They obviously know that these cameras pick up on voices. They must do, because your cameras, when you go off and do your lives, they're talking into it. So this is intelligence. It's an intelligent haunting rather than residual.
Yes, definitely. That's so interesting. Oh, I love that one. I mean, I love them all. I think they're all amazing. Do you know what I mean? Every capture that we've caught, I think it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Is this a different
This
clip?
is a different
Right.
clip. I think this one's Get Out from what I saw.
There's that.
They're not relevant words to us. They're not relevant words to us.
That's right.
That's how you get out.
Yeah.
Not relevant words to us.
It says it twice. It says get out, and then it says get out again.
Right, if you stop it there, look, you can see John at the door. And then I think, is that Bev?
Yeah.
John's spot.
Lindsay, then you're sat behind Lindsay, and then Tony stood at the side.
Who's next to Tony then?
Nobody. That's Tony's reflection on mirror.
My reflection in the mirror.
And that's my shadow on wall.
Look at how his arm is on. His arms down his side.
It actually look like the arms in a different position.
Tony's arms. It's got them like that. Tony has, but
Yeah, well, that
behind
arm
the mirror, his arms is down.
there's more of a gap there.
I think that's pareidolia, because if you look at it, it's the mirror. It's got a little
Crack in it, hasn't it?
crack in it, and then it's
Shattered,
pareidolia.
it's all in bits. I think it's just a mirror, Simon, that bit. But
Yeah.
your eyes are better than your ears. Right, I'll play this one again.
They're not relevant words to us.
Twice.
I only heard it once. Did anybody else hear it twice?
I thought I heard it twice then.
Okay, all
It's
right.
literally once. It's get out. It's a posh gentleman again. Get out.
Yeah.
They're not relevant words to us.
Yeah, but when I hear it, I hear like get in a whisper, then out. You know,
Yeah.
the out's more pronounced than the get. The get's like a whisper, and the out, because you hear like out. But that's what I heard.
They're not relevant words.
Out.
Yeah, it's like get. It's like get out.
Incubus has asked if he's put no physical voice box. Don't get how it's even possible.
So my theory on this is because energy, etc. Like it's the same with disembodied footsteps. How's that possible? How's it possible to appear out of nowhere if you've got no physical form? How's it? You know, people see things, etc. They appear out of nowhere. If you look at it logically, there's no real possible way of seeing or hearing or having any sort of connection with the afterlife, because once you're deceased, you know, that's it, allegedly. But then why would you not hear disembodied voices? You know, just because a voice box, etc. Yeah, we've got a voice box, but doesn't mean to say in the afterlife they don't. They take their traits and forms with them in the afterlife. Like we meet characters, you know, like you go to a prison, you meet horrible people. They're going to take those traits with them into the afterlife, and I believe that they take that energy with them.
Yeah.
So you know, to me, if it's not spirit, there's someone still communicating with us, whether it's the afterlife or there's some form of like dimensional beings there that are hearing us. Either way, or it's paranormal, isn't it? You can't
explain it, can you?
No, you can't. It's mind-boggling. It really is.
I mean, Incubus has put that one has actual tone to his voice, which is it's phenomenal.
I think this is next one.
Go on then.
Is your energy not strong enough to do the dream more?
Yeah.
Is your energy not strong enough to do the dream more?
That's a female as well.
Is your energy not strong enough to do the dream more?
I heard that, not yet.
Now, the interesting thing about that is it responded straight to your question.
Yeah.
Not yet. In other words, so you've just proven the theory. They need energy to do this because there's a response there saying, "Is your energy not strong enough?"
Yes.
And you put not yet. So they obviously do use energy in order to do this, because your question was a very good question.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And obviously, I suppose different energies will get their energy from different. Some's going to be stronger than others. Some's going to.
Well, I'm a good source, and so are you, Lindsay, with ADHD and stuff or hyper energy. It's a good source because hyper energy, active, bubbly, and they feed off that, and that's why when I walk into a building, a lot of people say that it comes alive, and that's what people tell me. Things happen, and I think that is because of energy. And I think if you've got the right people like we have with us lot, it fits. Yes. Look at the evidence we've caught. It worked.
Yeah. You did, like you said, that energy were right, weren't it? It were a right balance. It were a right, yes. Yeah.
Now this is probably one that I played at the start because now we're in tunnels, and I think this is one. I can't remember which one, but I'll play it. Anyway.
We might have already heard this one.
Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke, John, there was something
funky.
No, there was a voice.
It's a beginning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke, John, there was something
funky.
No.
Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke.
You what, Simon?
Is it does it say it before John speaks?
I thought I heard it before John spoke.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Absolutely silent.
No, just after.
So just as you spoke, John, there was something
funky.
No, there was a voice. Just behind the cameras.
I could hear like honking. Absolutely silent.
So just as you spoke, John, there was something
Honking.
No,
I thought I heard something go ooh as well in there.
It's not the clearest, that one, because again, I think at the time it was like when we first got in there, and
Yeah, we only just that minute got in, haven't we, and sat down.
we were setting all the equipment and stuff, and it was like John was trying to get himself sorted as well. As you can see, he got back up. He's like, trying to get the equipment right and stuff. So I think it was one of those that there was something there, but we couldn't quite figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, John was talking about them water tanks all the time, wasn't he? Them 2 tanks.
Oh yeah.
That was set back.
Oh yeah, in the Now this was interesting. We're all together, squashed in.
Yeah, we are. Stop licking my leg.
What was that?
Whistle.
Tom. What was that?
Whistle.
Tom. What was that?
Whistle.
Tom. What was that?
Whistle.
So just before Simon moves, you'll hear like a literally by the camera. And
well, when I was moving there, it's because I felt something.
And
I like brushed past me. So that's when I moved, because I felt something like brushed past me.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I just thought it was like air or something. So I didn't think it was a person, though.
Oh no, because obviously, I mean, people don't realise we're in dark here. Like, we've got a little bit of light from the camera.
It's black, isn't it? Yeah.
It's black. We can't see a thing.
It looks like it's the infrared, but obviously we're going by our senses, and you know, with the infrared, it just makes it like we've got torches and stuff on when we really haven't.
Because that light you can see in left-hand corner, let me put it onto there.
Yeah.
We can't actually see that, can we? Because it's an infrared light.
Nope.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Red dots.
It's just red dots. You can see some faint red dots, and that's it. Because they're both infrared cameras that we had set up. So obviously that's picking the light up, the camera, but we can't see it. So
yeah, Jamie said he could hear who's there. That's what he thought he could hear from that one.
I mean, it's good though, because again, we're all in shot. I mean, we can see Simon moving, but yet there's a voice just before Simon moves, and Simon said that he felt something. But then, who's there? Simon's felt it. It's like, well, who are you guys? It would match up. You know, there's definitely a male voice there saying something. So
yeah,
you can see me because like I'm looking at the camera.
Moved. I know you were, and then you moved.
You looked uncomfortable.
When you see me move, I'm looking as if like.
Well, this is next one I've got. It looks like you've got a pipe in your mouth there.
It does look like
it does actually, doesn't it? Yeah, Popeye there. Popeye the Sailor Man there. Yeah.
Maybe I've transformed.
I think it's your coat. You're on your coat.
Yeah.
So
it's pareidolia, isn't it? Though it doesn't. When you look at things, you can make sort of like. I mean, it does look like you got a pipe in your mouth. I mean,
it does
now straight away.
And even with shape of his mouth, because it's like going look like you would when you've got a pipe in. Next one.
Is there an officer in here? A naval officer? Is there an officer in here? A naval officer? Is there an officer in here? A naval officer?
There you
It
go.
sounds like something before it as well.
Do you know what? It sounds like they're talking for a radio. We're in a military base, but it's like, get out. Like, that's how it sounds. A transmission. And that's how it doesn't sound like a normal disembodied voice to me, but then we're on a military base. But then, again, they get out and Simon's speaking. And it's like I said, Simon was getting quite a lot of responses in this place for some reason. Hello, get out. Many different, but you were using more your senses of what you felt. at that
I
time
think
in there.
You did, yeah. I mean, to be honest, you felt unnervy sat at top there with that door.
Mm.
That were quite unnervy sat at top with door. And then when we heard that knock on window as well.
This
that
one's
were,
the job. Is this the bank
Yeah,
that
this
we
is
had?
where I get
God, I
frequented
know.
there.
Fair place you're not running, mate.
Now this one, I wish if we'd have thought about
We should
it,
have had a camera
we should have
facing.
let John take a camera with him.
Yeah.
And set one up facing downwards, and us kept so we could have got two clips.
Two cameras.
Or
You don't expect it though, and this is why
we didn't. No.
I mean nothing like that happened before, and it probably wouldn't happen again. It's just one of those that they probably they're not stupid. They've done that on purpose. They knew there was no camera there. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was saying, would you throw something at John?
Yeah, you did. See, look,
did,
it's like Simon. It's the mediumship powers.
I know, he's sending waves out.
Here we go then. This is the bang, the loud
John
bang.
says no. Play it, John.
Right, your footsteps, John.
Hello.
There was something down there walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not hear it? It's loud.
Sound like boots.
Sound like them.
Right, your footsteps, John.
Hello.
There was something down there walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not hear it? It's loud.
Sound like boots.
Right, your footsteps, John.
Hello.
There was
You know, like when they stand to attention, they stamp the foot. It sounds like something like that to me. That it didn't sound like that actually when I heard it. It sounded more like something hitting something.
That's why I said about boots. You can hear the boom.
And the thing, and to explain where we are here, we're still down in the bunker, and the bunker went like that, and then it curves round to go to right to other end, and it's quite a long tunnel. So we've come and sat down. We're down here. And I'd say the bend probably comes about from up here and then starts going round, because we were a distance away, weren't we, from where Bend was round. And that it were quite a. We all heard that bang, didn't we?
Yep.
Oh, boom.
I'll try this one. Oh no, put the sound on.
Yeah, put the sound on.
Do it with authority.
Hey, what was that went up?
What was that?
Was it like? Yeah, I heard it.
I didn't hear what it was. Do it with authority. What was that?
Was it like? Yeah, I heard it.
I didn't hear what it was. Do it with authority. What was that?
Was it like?
So this one's quite weird because we all heard it in real time, but it sounded like a female in the distance.
It did.
Now going that way is we're going towards the end of the tunnel, so there should be no reason to be hearing a female, but it's like a ooh. And Simon had heard it, and so did John, and so did Lindsay. We all heard it, but it hasn't come out. This is why I say it's weird. It hasn't come out as loud on the camera as what we heard it in real time.
We actually heard it, yeah.
It's mad. It's mad.
That were really weird, but very clear.
Sounds
down again. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're just trying to get back to
pause
it. I was trying to get back to the start and pause it before I put sound on.
Mine does it all the time.
Because it auto plays, and then but every time I have to do one, sound switched off again. It's put my head in. Right. Anyway, we're going to swear then.
Are you looking for somebody? Are you looking for somebody? Are you looking for somebody?
It's like strung out. It's like, no.
Yep.
I heard no. And then when the clip went again, then I heard I don't know.
Yeah, I heard don't first. I didn't hear no. But then when I listened to it second time, I shut my eyes and I heard
don't know.
They were like, don't, no. It were a gap between. It weren't like don't know. It would don't know. You know, there were a bit of a gap.
I hear the
And
don't know, but I also hear what sounds like two people talking.
Yeah, this is what I said to you. Half the time, I actually, when I do investigations, I'm saying there's two people talking to each other here, and
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I get confused because it's like they're having a conversation between themselves. I'm putting out words there and going, he said this, she said that, and it's like it's weird because it doesn't make sense to what we're saying sometimes. But
Yeah.
then, you know, it's like, so you just call it out for what it is.
Yeah.
play it again then.
Are you looking for somebody? Are you looking for somebody? Are you?
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm hearing things that like
Clara,
before that don't know, I heard something that wasn't on there before, and now I'm hearing something else.
Yeah, because the thing is, though, you got to realise that we left the cameras there, and we're hearing. This is not. If you think about it logically, we've heard 2 or 3 different voices in this location already that are different. So they're obviously interacting with each other. There can't just be one there because the voice that we've heard there sounds different to the female, obviously, because of the female going. We've heard also of saying "get out." So some are interacting, some don't want to interact. So we've got some people there that want to talk to us,
Yes.
and others that don't. So that we've got a mixture of a bag there of like people that want to think, oh, these guys can hear us, or they're asking the right questions, and we've got others there like they're not entertaining it, like just get out.
And probably those that would are the residual where they're just in the road, they're just
stone tape theory, residual, where you're just picking up things, echoes of the past. Again, same with apparitions, you're seeing things that have happened there, or
But I
trauma
would say
and stuff.
90% of these won't be residual because they're responding to
no,
questions
they
that we've
are.
asked.
Yeah.
They are.
Melody heard, Claire heard, don't know, Melody heard, don't know, Nanny Lynn heard, or Ghost Lady, don't or can't. Interesting. Are we ready?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're on wrong screen.
Well, shouldn't have 2 bloody.
Do you know you passed away and that you're in the spirit world?
How's the voice there?
Do you know you passed away and that you're in the spirit world?
We're alone.
How's the voice there?
One more.
Do you know you passed away and that you're in the spirit world?
How's the voice there?
I'm not sure if I could hear that one.
No, to play it here again, Simon.
Do you know you passed away and that you're in the spirit world?
How's the voice there?
Do you know the spirit world?
I can hear something, but I can't make out what it's saying.
You what, Simon?
I can hear something, but I can't make out what it's saying.
Yeah, I mean, on that one in general, like, it's the same. It's a posh voice again. It's the same that we called earlier in the investigation. So, and they kept on being drawn to you for some reason. So,
yeah, Akiba says it's a low whisper, but he does hear it. Melody says, "Thought I heard, I know," and Claire can't hear that one. And Nanny Lynn put, "It's like us. Some of us are tetchy and some of us are not." When we know, like what we were talking about before.
Yeah, personality. You take the personality with you.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so.
Dirty Stop Arts, 5 to midnight. Right, next one. Oh.
Yeah,
sick.
bloody hell. No sound.
No sound.
Yeah. What did that say?
No.
I thought it said no. Yeah. What did that say?
No.
I thought it said no. Yeah. What did that say?
No. I thought it said no.
I think what it
Do
is,
you know what I mean?
Hmm?
That sounds like a woman sneezing.
no, I
No.
sniff. I go like that, but just after I go like that, you hear somebody go no or hello.
Hi, hello.
Play it again.
Yeah. What did that say?
No.
I was like,
I thought it said no.
okay,
Yeah. What did that say?
I think actually it's just about at the same time, but you can hear it over. You hear me
Can you hear
sniffing just as I'm finished.
It's a posh gentleman again. It's that posh gentleman.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I thought
Hello.
I said no. Hello.
Yeah.
hear that? I can hear what, like somebody sneezing.
Yeah, well, try and listen past that.
Actually.
You ready? Close your eyes. Ready?
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you hear it?
No, I can. It's all I can hear is like.
There's no one sneezing though, is there?
It doesn't.
No, I
I
think it's
got-
me when I
Oh,
just
one
said
of
to
us.
Bev, did you hear that? And that's what Simon's hearing, but it's before that and it's after John.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did that say?
So just before Lindsay said, did you hear that? And just at the end of where I'm sniffing.
I mean, John, if you can say hello when you're sniffing, and again, it's paranormal. I love it. Can you do it for us live, mate? I want to hear that. I want to hear. We've got
Is it Simon?
Lindsay's feet, and John sniffing now. So
I know.
I've just got that in my head where it's
Nanny Lynn's put it's a sniff. Melody's put struggling to hear that one, and Claire's put sounded like an exhale to me. So mixed ones on that one, but I can hear it after John's sniff. Well, just as he's
the
ending
thing
it.
is, people not there. The thing is, when you're there and people are calling it out, like you know what a sniff is because it was silent in there. I mean, the fact that Bev and you, like, you heard something. There was definitely something there. But it's one of those. It hasn't come out clear on camera because it's just at the wrong time. It always is the paranormal. It doesn't happen on cue. It just happens when you least expect it.
Right, this one, I think we've heard this one, but I'll play it again.
Get out now, boys. Get out now, boys. Get out now, boys.
Tony, did you hear footsteps before?
Yeah, there was footsteps there, but that's what I said to you. There was a couple of times we heard voices and there was movement, and we're all still.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get out clear.
Well, I'm sure I said to you, can you hear footsteps?
Well, there's your proof because we're still. We're not moving around. We're all stood still.
No, we're all still.
If you play it again, you can.
Get out now, boys. Get out now, boys. Get out.
Yeah, you're like two footsteps or a footstep, and yeah.
Yep. But then you heard that, John, when you were on your own. You know, like you heard those footsteps when you're there. So it didn't just happen to you on your own. It's happened when we're all in shot. It's quite a common thing with that place. Unfortunately, it's because it's a military base. It's just lucky we caught it at that time.
This is the last clip. Watch this be one we've seen. Or it'll be the same one again. No, it's not the same. It's not the same one because I was knelt down in the last one. Yeah. Put some sound on.
I might have missed some sending to you.
Can't flow's been female.
Thank you.
Can't flow's been female.
Thank you.
That does sound like a siren. It don't sound like a car to me.
Does it? That first one does sound like a siren, but I can remember at some point we had a car or a motorbike, like
That
a
was
body
when we
race
were
type
up
thing. But I can't remember where we were or when it happened. But I can remember that.
That was at the top, and it was like I don't know if it was just before when something was thrown at you. When I was saying like, can you
No,
throw
that
it?
That's the one. That's the one we haven't found. That's the one I'm not fat is when we heard the metal.
Yeah.
The
Actually, where
metal.
was that one? That's the one I thought we were gonna play. You know, with the metal clanks. That's gone.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's what I thought, not the bang.
Yeah. That's when
But
I said
it
about the
sounded
banging
it.
noise. It was just the footsteps. I was expecting
The,
the clank.
No, it was definitely the one that John got thrown something at him.
Yeah.
He played that one.
Yeah.
He hasn't played that one.
Because it's definitely when we were on them tunnel bits, but you're not weirs.
yeah, no.
Because
Yeah,
John said,
even-
why is it always me?
Yeah.
And then he
Hang
got
back, please.
something thrown at him.
What was
Is that you, John?
No idea.
Bloody
I
hell.
don't know where it came from.
The hell?
Did you explain something at John?
Yeah, fucking must do that.
No, I thought they just had.
See, for me, that one, it doesn't just sound like something's dropped. Because if something drops once,
It moves.
It's like a.
it sounds
a dip,
like it
isn't it? Like
skims.
That's what I said, and it sounded like a choo-choo.
Yeah.
Can you bang back, please? What
was
Is that you, John?
It sounds like
No idea.
Bloody
I
hell.
don't know where it
it sounds like two different vibrations as well, like an heavy then a light. Like it's something heavy, then it's yeah. But obviously, this one wasn't caught on a camera.
But then it's like I said, it's personal experience. It doesn't matter about that, does it? It's, at the end of the
No,
day,
no. I mean,
John-
that were amazing.
yeah. I mean, we know that obviously we're there and stuff. And this is again, I haven't told you any of the past of it. I did say that I wouldn't do it on
No.
purpose, but
Yeah.
that's not the only time that's happened. There's been times where we've had footsteps, things being thrown, and it's like I find that quite far fetched sometimes. So I don't really publicize that, but
Yeah.
people have experienced it there when they've been with us, where they've
Yeah.
experienced it, like where there's someone just, but I've never seen it, so it's like, well, okay,
Yeah.
so they're it's intelligent haunting, and they know what they're doing. They do it on
Yes.
purpose.
I mean, you said you
What
didn't
was on the floor though, John, when we had a look?
You what?
What was on the floor near you? When
Like a
we had a look?
broken door handle on floor, weren't there? But that's the only thing we could see on floor.
But it wasn't at a door angle, was it? It was a bit from a door angle.
Yeah, it went a full door handle. It was like, you know, like we can't. It's
The
that bit.
bar.
It was like probably
Bar.
end inch. Yeah, end inch of that bit.
But even when you recreated it, it didn't. I don't know. It didn't sound like that. It sounded like something skimmed.
Yeah.
Did
When
we
you
catch
did it,
you? Did we do?
Well, he dropped it into, he picked it up and dropped it and said,
Yeah.
"Does it sound like this?" And I went, "Yes."
But when you listen back to it, it doesn't. It's because all you can hear is it just going clonk. This when we hear it, it's a when
Is
he
it,
did
on
it,
this, is it on the clip, Tony, where he does it back?
no, I left it short just for the capture because
Right.
of StreamYard, because of it being you can't use certain
Yeah.
times. But I've left it in the video raw where people can see it where John
And
does
look,
it.
Yeah, you've got your timestamp there, everybody, to go back on and watch videos.
I mean, to be fair, Lindsay, what you should do as well, because people watch it from your channel, just upload the video that I put on mine, chuck it on yours, and then people can see the real footage now. They've watched the
Yes, you can.
yeah, and they can watch it for its real and see what's happened, how it all unfolded.
Yeah, yeah, because it was just an amazing. Honestly, Claire, it was awesome.
I swear you can't see anything clear. You can't even see your own feet or your hands or anything.
Nanny Lynn's put, it's as if someone picked it up and rang it, but never saw it move. Oh, she's put, and I did a bell experiment once where it was on the table, no one by it. We asked for a spirit to ring it. We never heard anything in real time, but playing it back, we all heard the bell very loud, as if someone had picked it up and rang it, but never saw it move. So spirit must have been very fast. Maybe that's why we don't see them.
Well, I again, they must work on a better energy than us because they can do. Look, I've seen things move in front of me and at speeds that I can't explain. So they obviously work on a lighter energy. But then we're in a 3D physical form, so why would they not? We've got this meat body, is what I call it. They're on a lighter frequency, so
It is. Oh, you getting
Where
it?
we're sitting now, that's where we had that motor Michael, that car.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
was
it's
at,
right by
that was
the
at the top
bunker.
end of the building. So
Where we
what
are now,
saying-
we're literally where this end is where the entrance out is, and
Bunker
behind us
doors
is
are.
the bunker.
Yeah. But like
What
that
are you
6-year-old
doing?
place when we were down the bottom, it does sound to me like a Simon.
Oh, it's Tony. I thought this was Tony's full video. It's not.
What is it?
It's just all the video of all the clips.
Yeah, I've done that on purpose. I've done a 20-minute video of the clips, and I've done it, highlighted the clips. I've also left the videos before that raw. But I think you guys should put it up anyway, because like I said, the evidence isn't my evidence; it's all of ours. So we're all there. So it's just because on my camera.
52-minute video. No, that's.
You share link, can't you?
No, I'm just trying to find it. What we're at 18 minutes past. 08 or 18, did we say?
What's that?
Are you trying to find that first clip first? What are you doing?
So this is off Tony.
So you don't really want us to go, do you?
Please.
It'll be in the next 2 minutes.
Can you hear your voice? Can you hear your footsteps? If you need us to leave this part of the building, can you bank on something next to where Johnny stood?
That camera's getting moved. Because
I was going to say,
that
it
way.
sounds like
Shouting really, really loudly to get out. That whistle.
No, it's just vacant.
Oh, okay.
You yourself about it,
No, stop smoking it.
I'm telling you, Mum.
yeah, but I don't think it was
How
me.
far
mate.
away are you from the door, John?
I'm just excited though.
Yeah, go step inside, not step inside, but try and go near it, because that's where he is.
That's when it will happen.
There you go, yeah.
Can John hear your footsteps? Can you walk around so you can hear where you are, please?
So the energy that's down there, that's very strong.
I will apologise for the swearing.
Try and bang on someone to let us know that we're not welcome. I know you can move things. I've seen it happen here. Shout really loudly, let out that aggression.
It's funny, I could have sworn I've just seen something like move that way.
I'm going to make a banger sound, John.
Yeah.
So it's just to don't scare the shit out of you, and then just want to see if we get a response.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Oh, something. Test of purple.
Can you bang back, please? What
was
is that you, John?
No idea.
Oh dear.
The thing is, I was so
Did you supposed to we get John?
pause it a minute. I'll play wrestling. I was so confused because, like I've said before, when you stood there, you put your hands there, you can't see your
Can't
hands
see
in front of
nothing.
your face.
Nope. But what was interesting again, it was an intelligent response because it happened after I banged.
Yeah, and then
Do
you
you want
said,
to after the get outs that we had, which we did, we had about 2 or 3 get outs.
Yeah.
I asked the question, we got a bang, and again, actually, I think we try and recreate it at this point where we sort of like,
No, I thought they just that. Sounds like somebody losing the camera.
It sounded like some sort of, don't know.
Was it through this?
Sounded like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the door down was on the floor. That's the only thing that's here.
Sounds a little bit more tinny than
Tinny,
that.
yeah.
Did it sound a little
It
bit
sounds
more
like
tinny
it
than
actually
So,
The way you
sounded like some sort of,
What's this?
don't know.
Was it through this?
Sounded like it, but yeah.
that was one that I did.
Can you bang on something next?
Can you walk around so you can hear?
You'll hear me say at the end as well. It sounds like movement.
I'm going to make a banging sound, John.
Yeah.
So it's just to don't scare the shit out of you, and just want to see if we get a response.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah.
Oh, something.
Sets off purple.
Can you bang back, please? What?
What was that?
There you go.
throne.
I have no idea.
What do you do?
The hell?
Did you explain something at John?
Yeah, fucking let's do that.
No, I thought it was that.
First of it, John.
It sounds like somebody losing the camera.
It sounded like some sort of,
What's this?
Wait,
don't know.
Was it through this?
I have no idea.
Sounded like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the door down was on the floor.
I think he's got it
That's the only thing that's here.
Sounds a little bit more tinny than
Tinny.
that.
Yeah.
Did it sound a little
It
bit
sounds
more
like
tinny
it
than
actually
that?
moved across the ground as well, rather than just drop. It sounded like a.
See, are
The
you-
cameras will pick up.
sounded like it.
Yeah, the cameras will pick up on that.
So yeah,
no, someone just said there. It sounds
Come
like
and
that
talk to
was
us,
being slammed.
please.
I say that, Clay, it was phone.
Yeah,
It-
I mean,
it
there is
found
no
out
metal.
it was phone.
There is no metal doors in there. There's like a little plastic. Well, not plastic. It's like a normal door. That it's most of it's brick in there. It's literally just you got a metal door behind us for the bunker. Rest
well,
of it's brick.
it's about a foot and a half thick. The door, isn't it? It won't make
Yeah.
that tinny sound.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a proper blast door.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
hear
all
the.
the
You can
other
hear
doors
like
are like patio doors. Or
Yeah,
plastic windows and that.
yeah.
I mean, Claire's put on, I thought I heard a whimper then just before Lindsay spoke. And then Nanny Lynn put sounded like a metal door slam. It ricocheted, said Claire. Wow, that sounded like something thrown with force. But then Nanny Lynn put, there might have been a metal door there at one time.
All the doors are still there, aren't they?
Then like bounce off and then it hits the floor.
Yeah, but for me, that sounded like, like when you're throwing stones, skimming, you're skimming
Yeah.
stuff. That had got like that ricochet, that it worked.
But
It was just amazing
like I said,
to be in that
place
moment.
is just so disorienting
Right,
because
I'm going to have to go. 'Cause it's past my bedtime.
No, is it? Watching on telly.
I'm not. I'm going to bed now. I go to bed at 10 o'clock each night.
Oh, it's all right when you're on till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on a
Yes.
weekend, and we've all got to get up early.
I'm pissed. Because two sides to me. There's the sober side tonight.
front side and back side.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the back side is when I'm pissed.
yes.
Because I talk out of it. But Dad, I've been sitting here and I've been dying to go to the toilet.
Oh,
got a toilet then?
toilet. If you know, if you're going to bed, Simon, go bed.
And I thought, like, oh, I'm not going to go. And now I just can't stand it anymore.
And you got an empty Coke bottle down there.
Chucked everything away. Chucked my beer
Got an
away.
empty Coke bottle. You can't
Don't
see on
anything.
camera. You could just weed in it.
Claire's put night, Simon. It's a school night.
Yeah.
No.
I've been getting up early and doing me exercises.
Forrest Gump, he's a new he is. He's a fitness freak now. He's one of those that he'd be doing live streams with dumbbells, going, "Come on, guys!"
I know, Will.
I'm thinking of doing that, you know.
It's spinach juice on the side.
Yeah.
You're going to do a TikTok channel, fitness with Simon.
Actually, isn't that funny? You said you've been eating greens, right? And there's a pipe in that video. Popeye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you go.
Spinach.
Right, I love you all.
All right, Simon, love you.
Oh,
and
we
see
have-
you
we
later.
have-
Everybody, keep up the good work.
We have nearly been on 2 hours, so I'll let you off.
Right, night all.
Night,
Bye,
darling.
take care.
See you soon. Bye. He's gone.
He's gone. He didn't hang about long, did
Gone. That's it. We lost him. He'll be doing the Star Walk soon. Proud of you, Simon. Keep going.
he? Simon.
Um,
I'm calling Bailey.
But yeah, I mean, that place is
Really?
just phenomenal. I mean, I love that. I mean, like you said, we didn't
Really?
even touch surface, really, did we? In there,
Nope.
it was just we just did the bottom bit. And
Well, yeah, the worst part is yet. No, I say the worst part. The stuff at the other end's more active. You know, it's there's more stuff that happens at the end. I don't know why, but everyone we go with, etc. That we hear things clearer.
Yeah.
There's a lot more things. You know, it's just one of those. Sorry, my dog's tail here.
the
German Shepherd. He's,
Go see Daddy.
but yeah. Hello, Malin.
Go say hello to
Come here.
Lindsay.
Come here.
Go say hello to
Ellen.
Lindsay.
He wants sausage. Come here.
No, don't say that because he'll go in the kitchen.
No, he wants his food. But yeah, so it's one of those that you know, it gives a lot, and it has. To be fair, the location we went to, they've all given something. There's the other one.
Yeah.
You know. There's a cat.
That's Bailey.
But the animal fun going on there, isn't it? We'll leave
I
these
know,
guys. for you,
everybody's
guys.
got animals. Let's bring them on.
Oh, you want to come up now, don't you?
Can't see her.
You can say hello to Lindsay.
If we-
That's little Fifi.
Come here. Wait, I need to be back. I need to fill up my
Shall we
chair.
come out?
You
Why,
will.
why is his head not popping up then? There he is. There he is.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
he's gorgeous.
He's a big lad.
He is big. Can't
He is a big lad.
wait for cuddles.
Oh, you'll get lots of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You'll get lots of them, don't you worry.
I can't wait.
He mobbed my neighbour today, literally.
But yes, again, it's just one of those locations that give a lot. I mean, when you come back down, we've got more to it,
Yes,
and they're going to know who you are next time as well. So that's even better.
yeah, we find that though, the more you seem to go to a place,
Yeah,
the more they sort of like get used to your energy going there, and the more, yeah, it's going to be really interesting for some of the places we're going to be going back to, and going back to with yourself and Bev, because we've not been to them for a while, but
Yeah.
when we go back, it's going to be like, because we're doing it differently.
We're back to the gym.
It's like amazing to see whether they remember us as well, and because we might be able to pick their voices up now better because of how we're positioning everything.
I mean, there's a
And
couple we didn't do.
working.
We wanted to do when they're like witches.
yeah, I mean, there's so many down yours that we didn't get a chance to do.
Oh, plenty to do.
Yeah. But yeah, are you off, Cabeza, or are you saying goodnight to Simon? But yeah, no, it's just amazing locations, and we've all got surprises coming for you all anyway in a couple of weeks, which you'll find out nearer to the date what's happening. We'll keep you in suspense. But yeah, it's awesome. So, what got you into paranormal, Tony? Did you have an experience? Did you?
As a child, I saw a lot of stuff in my granddad's house, and as I got older, it's just one of those that I was more sort of. I heard stories as you know, people started talking about the paranormal more as time went on. I heard stories from them. And I thought, hang on a minute, I never really talked about it, and it was an elderly gentleman. But I found out that a lot of people saw that figure there. Then I found out a young girl died there. And then when I was about 15 years old, I went back to my granddad's house with the family and stuff. And they left me there with, it was a PlayStation back then, not Xbox, you know, like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I plugged it all in, went upstairs, went back downstairs, spoke to my granddad quickly, come up, it was all unplugged. I thought, hang on a minute, someone's having a wind up. They all left, went up down to the pub, gone back upstairs, heard the door slam, gone down, no one there. And next thing I could hear like a young girl breathing, whooping cough, like like that. And I heard it a couple of times. And then they all come back from the pub, and my stepdad's a non-believer, didn't believe in any of this sort of stuff. And it happened again. I woke him up when he was upstairs. He was laid on the sofa. There's like an upstairs area where you can go and lay down. with a sofa, TV, etc. I said, "Can you hear that breathing?" He went, "Yeah, it sounds like your mum being sick or she can't breathe." So we were going downstairs, and my mum's talking to my granddad normally, and he's looked at her like, he goes, "You all right?" She goes, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "It just sound like you're being sick or you couldn't breathe." And she went, "No." And then my granddad went, "Oh, it's just a ghost." Now that was reported quite a lot in that house of things happening. They've all experienced stuff in that house, but they don't talk about it for whatever reason. So yeah, that's what got me into it. But then for me as a child, I wanted to see, was it my imagination playing tricks on me? So I came into the paranormal with more of a, I wanted to prove it rather than prove it. And as I've done this, it's become the opposite. I've proven too much to disprove. Whether it's the afterlife, who knows? But I know there's something talking back to us, and there's things happening around us that we can't explain. And I try and keep a logical brain with it all. I mean, with the devices, I was like you guys. I started out, bought the devices, and I don't know whether it's just I thought, you know what, I just wanted to try without it for a bit, see how I got on. I just got on better without it, and I've stuck with that since, and it's worked. So I can't change that.
Oh, that's right. Do you know it's good though, because I think everybody's got a link in, haven't we, to the paranormal, or to experience, or to and it's good. It always interests me how it's always an experience as a child that maybe you forget about through your teenage years, but then later teens, or like you said, through personal experiences, it draws you back in at some point. It's like it's already got your hooks in you at a young age. Your brain might not understand it at that age for some of us, but then it's like later in it's got that
like an attachment.
It's like it's already that connection's already been made. What's Declare's? But Lindsay, do you remember you were somewhere where there was children and they interacted with you, and then you went back another time and they recognised you? I can't, Claire. Listen, I've slept since we've been out, so my memory's no good unless I've got it in front of me, Claire. I will try and think. I want to know how I learnt about ghosts and how I became afraid of them as a child, apart from Scooby-Doo and Randall and Hopkirk deceased. Randall and Hopkirk.
I think a lot of the fear mongering is from TV. Like it's not as bad as what. Yeah, there's going to be things that are negative, but then you can. I always say this, like with investigating, whenever I meet people and they say to me, "Don't feel right here," but then when you're in the street and you see someone and you think their vibes give me the creeps, their energy doesn't. It's the same principle. You're picking up on that energy, and and that's you're going to get good and bad, and you're going to get traits with funny characters. I've met them all doing this in the paranormal, where they're just going to mess around. They're the ones, I want to say a kind of thing. And it's just you just got to go with the flow and just look at it and think, you know what, I don't care. Do your worst. That's what we're here for. We're here to document. So but it's not what you see where the heads are spinning around, all this crap that you see on TV.
No, it's complete. Yeah, it is. Not scary. Where did the fear and knowledge of ghosts come from? Nanoline's put it was in the woods. But yeah, like you say, I think. I think like you said, TV dramatizes it too much. You got like Exorcist going back, well, that 70s Exorcist, and everybody were like, oh my god, that film's the most. Then you've got other films that come out, and it's like, I'm not, like you said, we're not saying that there isn't that kind of things that maybe can happen and people have experienced and stuff. I won't disbelieve anybody's experiences. But for us, see, my theory is we live in hell. So the hell is we're here. So anything deeper.
The only way is up. The only way
is up. Now, unnatural beings, I believe there is such things as unnatural being, but for me, there's got to be a deeper connection for that.
I think a lot of these voices that we're capturing are trying to wake us up from our own hell. Like I said, we live in a world where if you look at it logically, they say nature's beautiful, but it's not, because everything consumes off each other. It's evil when you look at it that way. It's beautiful when you look at it, but look at the depths. If you have to live in it, it's quite a barbaric place. And even down to humanity, everything we live in, the cruelty, the suffering we have to go through, the trauma. It's you know, I can't do the whole God thing, because if you created that, the suffering, it doesn't, to me, that doesn't sound like a God.
It doesn't do us either. That's like that's a path I don't go down either.
No.
You know, I have my beliefs, but but again, it's not typical beliefs. It's Lindsay believes.
Yeah, exactly.
With a bit. But yeah, it's but no, I just find it all. I'm just fascinated. I just think I just love the fact on the captures that we've caught, and then again what we've caught from you, and then what we've caught
agree with
from
that,
we've
Melody.
got back.
Even though people don't rate, most don't. I think it got a lot of people interested in the paranormal.
I think it did. I think to start with, I think it did. But again, I think a lot of people, I don't know. They see themselves television people.
Yeah, but then to be fair, like again, television is what it is. It's no different to you being on YouTube. It's just it's people watching someone on the TV.
It is. Yeah.
I don't particularly mean investigators, but you got a lot of people like Melody
interested into paranormal
on YouTube because the most haunted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it brought that interest back into paranormal. Yeah. For a lot of people.
I've been on a few most haunted events. I mean, I always turn up. I've been doing it the last couple of years where I turn up to events randomly and document evidence. And the people that I've met there have even said the same. You know, like, oh, the things we've caught when we're with you and stuff, and I've shown them. They're like, wow. So it's just showing a different outlook on the paranormal. It doesn't have to be all this chairs and tables being thrown around and stuff. You know, there are things that do happen, but when it does, it's like, it's just looking at a different aspect of it rather than just, unfortunately, I've done TV stuff myself, and I know for a fact that they try and dramatize things, and I won't do that.
They've got to, haven't they, for the views?
Yeah,
it's all, yeah. But no, I'm just amazed on the captures we've caught. I'm amazed at the captures we've caught since we've come back home, and
long may it continue. That's what
I know. Well, this relationship's going to long may it continue, isn't it, Bev?
That's what?
I says this relationship between all of us is going to continue.
Of course it is.
She has to say that, didn't she, Tony?
But no, it's lovely watching your journey as well, because like I say, I know you guys have took a bit of time away and you've come back, so it's nice to see like you've come back and you're doing some incredible things as well. So that's what it's all about. I think we need more of that in the paranormal, definitely, because
definitely
it can be a bad place at times, but it's who you work with and who you build your own communities.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
It is, definitely. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave it here, and we've been going 2 hours, and it is a school night, as a few have commented in chat. But yeah, I think a lot of people who believe in the paranormal have had their own experience, 100%. So I want to say thank you to Simon, who's buggered off and left us because it's his bloody bedtime. So good night, Simon. Thank you for coming on, and I want to thank you to the lovely Bev in the background there and the lovely Tony for coming on and talking. And I'm sure you'll see more of us three. Claire, if she joins us, coming on and chatting hell of a lot more.
Maybe I'll come on next time.
And maybe Bev's going to come on and join us. That'll be good. You don't need. You'll not need.
You can have your own rant of the day, and we're just really to it. Bloody hell.
Yeah, me and Lindsay.
God almighty. You'll put GS to shame.
I know. Ben won't get a look in or a chat once me and Bev get talking, or me, Bev and Claire are on together. Men will just be like,
let's start our own little life for me, John.
We're going to go on a different live and have his own chat.
Yeah, we'll have a ladies' chat.
Yeah, a lady night chat. That sounds like a good plan. Well, yes, we'll get that sorted. But thank you so much, Tony, for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you for showing us some amazing locations around Portsmouth. It was absolutely fantastic, and we can't wait to get as horses in gear and get back down. But first, we've got surprises coming up for in a couple of weeks. Well, it'll be longer than a couple of weeks, but in the near future, you'll be seeing a lot more to come from us lot. So yeah. So thank you everybody for coming.
Yes, thank you.
And we shall see you all later.
Yeah,
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Love you, love. Bye.